Hi everyone, and welcome to another Starbucks Saturday. First of all, as I say in every video, if you cannot see my face or the visual quality of this video leaves something to be desired, sorry, not sorry. I literally cannot see. I'm blind, and I cannot look in the viewfinder. I cannot recognize that the visuals would be better if I would move the camera this way or that way. But I also think that just because you're blind shouldn't mean you can't YouTube. So the crappy visuals are just the crappy visuals that you have. Hopefully, if you are subscribed, that might be part of the reason why I don't have very many subscribers. But hopefully, you'll subscribe and recognize that it's what I have to say and the sound of the video that is kind of where the quality in my videos is at, or where I strive to make it at. Not all videos sound as good as I'd like them to, but I'm working on it. So today I got a regular croissant, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but this time I got just a butter croissant instead of a chocolate one. And hopefully this time I won't get chocolate or butter or whatever may be inside this thing all over the phone like I did last week. Or if I do, maybe it won't be that big of a deal because maybe it's just crumbs. Hopefully. Well, this past week has been my first my first 4-day work week. The first week where I was actually working that 20-hour schedule that I always wanted. And it worked out pretty well. I actually tried to vlog, and I might put the vlog footage together. I might edit it all together and create a video. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I ended up vlogging Monday, Tuesday, a tiny bit on Wednesday. Thursday was my day off, so I just didn't vlog. And Friday, frankly, on Wednesday, I became aware of a non-work related thing that I'll talk about in a minute, because it's pretty much what's on my mind right now, and I'm going to have to deal with it next week, and it's a pain in the ass to me. And let's face it, I'm sure if you ask any of the 90 to 100 people who live in my 6-story apartment building, any one of them would say, yeah, I think it sucks ass too. But I became aware of this on Wednesday. And part of what I did on Thursday was try to figure out how in the world I'm going to live around it. I started that process on Thursday, continued the process on Friday. Frankly, when I wasn't working, I was communicating with people, trying to get next week figured out. Such as we can figure it out. I mean, we can plan that about as well as you can plan for an appliance replacement. I mean, you can schedule it, or an appliance repair even. You can schedule it, but once they take a look at the problem, well, here's your problem. Well, is the part that we need to replace available? Is it something that we have to order. How long is that going to take to get here? Oh, God only knows. I mean, it's not the same thing, but I'm just saying that's the kind of planning with which you can go about dealing with a situation like what we have going next week. Anyway, the bottom line is, even when I wasn't working, even when I was on my 15-minute lunch break and stuff, and on my way into work, etc., the last thing I was thinking about was vlogging, so I really just didn't vlog yesterday. But we'll see what I decided to do. We'll see what I decide to do. I've still got the footage, so we'll see what I do. And now on to what I'm talking about. Yeah, this was actually pretty good. I think I found my new kind of go-to thing to get along with my hot chocolate and do Starbucks Saturdays. So, what crap is happening next week? My apartment manager and the maintenance crew and whoever else was involved has decided that the floor of the lobby is going to have to be ripped out and replaced. They know the building better than I do. They understand why that's necessary. I mean, I guess it is. I didn't question that. I didn't argue about that. That's not an argument that I can win. There is no argument that I can win here. But what that does to me, a person who is blind and who has orientational problems, I want to make this clear. Just because you're blind doesn't always mean you can't find your way out of a freaking paper bag. In my case, it does. And in some cases, I guess in many cases, I don't know when this was discovered, but I wish everyone who ever tried to teach me orientation and mobility would have told me, and whatever grown-up / grown-ups were in my life at the time. She has problems with this. This is not her not trying. This is not her just being a little brat. This is a problem that happens to kids and people that had the start to life that she did. And that means she's not gonna do well in this aspect of life, and we need to teach her how to cope with it. We need to not admonish her about it. We need to make her, we need to raise her, but teach her, realizing teachers can't really tell you how to raise your kids, but we need to teach her to know that you're doing the best you can. This is only as best as you can do. And because of that, here's how we live around it and have a productive life. We're not ashamed of it necessarily. It's just the hand you were dealt, and this is how you cope with it. The point is, I was born way too early, and I believe that I lost more than my eyesight in that fight for life, that initial neonatal fight for life. I believe I lost the functioning, or the majority of the functioning of the part of my brain that is able to figure out where I am and maintain an awareness of where I am. This is why I use paratransit and Uber and people meeting me at the door of the apartment, driving me to places no matter where I'm going. Could I walk there? If I had someone who wanted to walk me there, yeah. But I don't have the ability to maintain where I am for long enough to get through the route. And for a person like me, getting back to the apartment building, for a person like me, I really only kind of learn one way to do things, or one way not to do things, but let me just say the point here. With this rip out and replace the floor of the lobby, what this means is, I don't know how many doors there are on this apartment building that can lead you in and out of the building, but during the course of this construction project, yeah, that's what I'm going to call this floor replacement, a construction project. During the course of this construction project, they're probably going to use each and every one of them at some point as an entrance and exit. I really only know one. And when my one is blocked off, I will have no idea how to get to where I need to go. How to meet the paratransit vehicle, how to get outside, how to get, how to get out of my apartment building. And more than that, if they could tell me, okay, we're doing this, and on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, your regular exit is going to be available. On Thursday and Friday, it's going to be completely blocked off, and you're going to have to either find another way to do it or move out and stay with someone else for a while. They may not say that, but that is the bottom line. If they could tell me that, okay, it might not be so bad, but they can't. What they're able to tell me is, this is happening. It's been scheduled to start on Monday, and we will try to get this done as quickly as possible, but we don't know when it's going to be done with, and we don't know what exit is going to be available. But we will do everything we can to make sure that there is at least one entrance/exit available at all times. And I mean, the apartment manager actually said that to me himself. His mouth opened and he spoke those words to me. I'm going to talk to the company and make sure they realize we got people in wheelchairs, we got people who can't see, we got people of all kinds of different disabilities. We have to have access to at least an exit at all times. Well, okay, that's great, but which exit? And if it's not the only exit that I'm familiar with, what are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What are people like me who only know the one exit supposed to do? Well, as much of a pain in the butt as this is, and as annoying as frustrated as I sound, and as frustrated as I am, and as inconvenient as it is, it also occurs to me that I have a lot to be thankful for. Most people can't email their relatives who live in town and say, can you either meet me at my apartment door? If I let you in the building, can you either meet me at my apartment door and take me to where I need to go? Or can I just stay with you while this shit's going on? I do have that. And we spent probably a solid day trying to figure out what was best. How do we do this? Ideally, I would have stayed home, but what that would have meant I needed was one or the other of them. I didn't necessarily need both of them, but one or the other of them to meet me at the apartment door, walk me out of the building, take me to work, come back to work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when my shift ended, drive me home, and take me back to my apartment, and then do it the next day and the next day, until this is over with. That was probably going to be a two-person thing. That's what I meant to ask for. Either one of them would do it in the mornings and the other would do it in the afternoons, or one would do it one day, the other would do it the other day, for however many days this went on. The two of them collectively were not able to do that. They were either unable or unwilling, or a little bit of both. And from the beginning, one of them read this and just automatically called me and said, it sounds like what's easiest for... The easiest thing sounds like it would just be to have me put you up at my place. And it would be easier to learn her house or brush up on her house. I might know it to some extent, but it's going to be easier to learn the route from, say, her guest room to the bathroom, or her guest room to her outside door, then to learn, okay, coming out of my, hold on a second, then for me to come out of my apartment knowing that there's a lift, there's a paratransit bus waiting, and they're only going to wait for 5 minutes, and how much of that 5 minutes has already passed between the time that they showed up and the time that I'm actually coming out of my apartment. Okay, so I come out of the apartment, head out. Oh shit, my exit's blocked off. Now what the hell am I supposed to do? Try to find some way. Hopefully someone will be there to guide me to the other exit, whatever exit's available, and then they'll have to run me back around to the bus that's parked out where the regular exit is. How much time has passed? Are they still waiting? They might have left because this crap took too long. Trying to deal with that for 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days, however long it's going to take. It better only take a week. God, if this goes on for weeks on end. Ugh. Anyway. That's just a mess. And my one aunt pointed out that, this is just going to be an obstacle course that is going to be best avoided. And I'm afraid she's right. So this means I'm going to have to move in with my aunt for an indefinite number of days. And once I stop looking at this as a huge inconvenience and recognize that this is her and me hanging out together, I mean, maybe this will bring us closer together. Maybe, I do have a lot to be thankful for. I don't know what a lot of people are going to do. Some of these people don't have family. Maybe a lot of these people don't have family that they feel comfortable to ask to help them with this, or that if they have family, they live in a whole different state, and there's no way that they're going to be able to help in a situation like this. I hate having to ask this of them. I hate that I have to count on them. I hate that the situation is what it is. But since the situation is what it is, at the end of the day, I'm in a pretty good place, and I know that whatever issues any one of us might have with another, when push really comes to shove, when shit really hits the fan, I can call out for help and they'll be the first ones there. That's any kind of at least semi-healthy family would hear another relative saying, I've got a problem, and, come one, come all, family, and help me. And have the family that hears them say, well, I can't turn the whole thing around, but here's what I can do. Here's what I can offer. Am I going to vlog the staying somewhere else for a while? I doubt it. Mostly because I've told very few people about my YouTube, and I don't know if or when I ever would be comfortable telling them about this. So I'm not inclined to vlog and do a whole bunch of videos or whatever or even one big long video with people in it that don't know that they're potentially getting onto YouTube. That's just not, there it is. That's why my vlogs are as lame as they are, because telling people that I vlog and asking them if they're willing to be in my vlog is not something that I'm good at doing, not something that I'm used to doing, not something I'm comfortable doing. And outright recording and then putting that stuff on YouTube without getting people's permission is disaster waiting to happen, I believe. I will not do that. I simply won't do it. I'll create nothing but sit-down videos before I'll do that. So, I have been rambling for probably 20 minutes, at least. Well, no one said Starbucks Saturdays were destined to be short, sweet, and right to the point, necessarily. But for the only video that you get a week from someone that used to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's a pretty good helping of ANV87, don't you think? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Starbucks Saturday. Am I going to do it next week? I'm not sure. I hope. This construction better be done in a week. If it is, I will be back at my apartment doing whatever I want. If it's not, I might just do a one take from where I am and say, well, here's my situation. There's not going to be a Starbucks Saturday today because I'm not going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to, whatever. Or maybe I'm underestimating or overestimating the situation. I guess I have this picture in my mind of moving in with someone and having them kind of concerned about, what are you doing? Basically, trying to explain to somebody why I'm going where I'm going would be. I mean, they wouldn't hold me prisoner in their home, obviously, but that's the good thing about living on your own. You can do whatever you want and no one's going to care. And that might be the case at this relative's house, but I don't want to count on and plan on putting that to the test. Anyway, I have been rambling on forever, so that's kind of what I've got going on this week, what I've had going on last week. And hopefully I'll see you next week for Starbucks Saturday. Otherwise, I'll see you probably Saturday for just a one take about, well, here's the deal. Whatever. I'm not even going to go there because I don't want to put that out there as a possibility because I'm really hoping that this is over with within the next work week. But I also know that construction can take forever. When I worked at the pizza box folding job, I got that job and I don't know about immediately, but very shortly thereafter, they decided to rip out the whole store. Well, not rip out the store, but rip apart the store, remodel the store. That's the term, remodel the store. I proceeded to need a job coach to help me with my job for months and months. Not because I could not figure out how in the world to fold those slats over and get them to fit just so, but because I couldn't learn how to get from the counter where I asked somebody to clock me in back to my workstation when the environment changed as often as the day changed, which is probably also going to happen with this construction situation. So I need to be somewhere else while this is going on. So, see you for something next week. Hopefully Starbucks Saturday. If not, just a here's what's up video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like what you're watching, subscribe. If you would like to see what I hit the notifications button, or if you're using VoiceOver, go to the title of the video and one finger swipe up until your current setting is occasional notifications or whatever it might be. Double tap on that is the way I believe it's done. And actually, no, maybe it's not double tap. Maybe it's. Now I'm trying to remember how to do it. I think it's actually a few swipes up. It might be. It's either a few swipes up or double tap. Get all notifications button, or click on the little bell icon or whatever, however you do it visually if you're a visual person, to get a notification every time I post a video. Please do go check out the Do Not Demonetize petition. It is still up. I got an update yesterday that it is still up and still going strong. Lots of signatures, but still no response apparently. So we got to keep it going. And after saying this for about 5 times now, I'm actually going to end this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, whatever it is, whenever it is. Bye.